Alright, so this is the trick jumping contest by Henry-smo, and this is going to be a very long video. I'm going to try to keep it interesting with commentary, but anyways, here we go. As for timing the jumps, I don't have a way to have a timer displayed right now, but I'm going to afterwards watch this recording and, time using a timer, probably on the phone I'm recording with. And then I'll display the time on this video, and if you want to verify that I am timing correctly, you can time it yourself. So anyways, here we go. This next jump is Dark Side Impossible, where instead of taking this wire down like I just did for some reason, I'm supposed to jump down. And yeah. It's very hot in the room I'm in right now, so my hands are sweating quite a bit. I'm pretty sure this is due Thursday, which means that this is probably going to be the attempt I go with, but, well, if I don't like how this goes, I still got like 1 or 2 more chances, because I should be free to record another like hour-long recording later on Wednesday. Alright, so the next one is actually called Flower Power. I have these all written down on a paper next to me so that I can remember them, although I think a lot of the jumps on this list that I have written down are, well, they're just ones I don't recognize one bit. I'm going to be totally honest. So if I do any of the wrong jumps, let me know if comments are enabled. YouTube sometimes just disables my comments if I sound young on that particular video. So, alright. Oops. I might reset the challenge here, actually. Because that was really bad. Of course, if I'm not getting most of these jumps first try, then I'm probably going to get like a terrible amount. I'll keep this going for now and hope that I can get a solid amount, as long as I don't like mess up every single jump like I just did. Because of course I can pause between jumps but not between attempts. When I was practicing this, the jump that I found hardest was actually top hat twist. For some reason I was having a lot of trouble with it, and I believe it took me like 40 seconds to do it. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyways, here's the next jump. And there it is. I don't need to warp. I did it just now with a single jump, which was accidental. But that jump is easy. Alright, the next jump is Metro Impossible. This jump's fun. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. You'll notice with a lot of these jumps, I'm probably going to be doing as simple tech as possible to make the attempts fast, just to save like an extra second or something. So I won't be delaying any dives for a bit extra height, and I won't be using snapshot mode a bunch. Since these are easy jumps, they should be like completable without stuff like that. Oh, fun. I just got lagged out. It's very unfortunate so far. This video, I won't be cutting parts out of it, I don't think. So, there's probably going to be parts in here where I'm just not talking because I like forget to or something. So sorry if it's boring to watch. So far, all the entries I've noticed that people have submitted have been like 10-minute long videos where they edit parts out between jumps, which it would make it probably more pleasant to watch, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm going to be spending like an hour here doing all these jumps. I don't want to spend another hour editing, so sorry about that. Alright, there's that one. Oh, and again, like right now, you probably see the current time over there. However, I can't actually see the time, so once we get around to like the max number of jumps I can do, I'm just gonna, I might even go like over the amount. So I might not even realize that the challenge is over by the time it is over. So if near the end of the video you notice that the time has already exceeded 10 minutes, but I'm still trying to do stuff, that probably means I haven't realized. So I'll just edit that part out probably, actually. I should have worked. Oh yeah, my controllers do have a slight bit of drift. Not so much to the point that I can't play the game, but enough that I can't really, hold on, I'm just going to use a frog. Frogless isn't on the list yet. I'll do that later. I'm here for another jump. It's called Amphibian Ascent. So yeah, we'll get to Frogless later here on the list. But this one is a yellow dram. Alright, the next jump up is Beetle Bypass in Lost Kingdom. I hate this jump. There are a lot of these jumps that in theory are really easy since they're beginner jumps, but honestly they're also really easy to mess up. And if I mess them up, then I lose time. I don't want to say yet what my final goal for how many jumps I want to get is. I already commented what it was, but for the sake of anyone actually wanting to enjoy an hour-long video, because, yeah. Alright, I'm going to clear the way for this jump before I start so that it isn't a pain to do. Oh, this guy saw me again. When I was doing practice for this, I actually ended up having to do the vault from this block back here simply because I was being stupid and, well, I accidentally destroyed the blocks. This is actually very bad. I really shouldn't have wasted so much time there. It is what it is. next jump is chili beans in Snow Kingdom. Oh yeah, this recording is already 10 minutes long, by the way. So if we weren't pausing between jumps, this challenge would already be over. I'm so unfamiliar with a lot of these jumps. That's what makes this really difficult. Alright. Oh, come on. I don't know what I was thinking. With the amount of time I'm wasting here early on, I'm probably not going to make it very far, actually. I just realized. Alright, the next jump is Flower Road Skip, which shouldn't be too hard, unless I miss the triple off the railing. Oh yeah, congrats, Cam, on getting, well, just being here for around a year, I heard. Alright, here it is. Oh. Yep. That's what I thought would happen. That's also not good. Alright, there we go. In practice, I was able to get a pretty solid amount of jumps, so if I'm way under that amount of jumps with this attempt, then I'm probably going to do another attempt on this. Next jump is Luminary Gardens in Mushroom Kingdom. It's over here. Oh yeah, why isn't there a checkpoint closer to this area? I guess it only took me like 5 seconds to get here. I don't know. There's a star. I always wonder if you can overshoot this jump. You probably can, but I've just never tried it. Alright. The next jump is Fork Room in Luncheon Kingdom. This is gonna take a while. Oh yeah, if anyone other than like Cam is here watching this right now, this is gonna be a very uninteresting video. So I'd be surprised if anyone actually finished this video. Oh. Alright. I should probably clear these coins out of the way. time on a lot of these jumps just due to me forgetting to actually like clear the way for the jump, and then like Cappy homing in on some random coins or something. Next jump is Fruity Gap and Dark Side. Oh yeah, school finally ended and I'm on summer break. Alright. I've actually failed that jump before. I just made it with like a ton of room there, but I've definitely failed that jump before. In a very unfortunate way. Whenever I mess up a jump once, like an easy jump, it makes me nervous to do the jump because I know that potentially it could happen again. So for like a time challenge like this, I get nervous around certain jumps that I've had trouble with in the past, even though most likely a lot of these jumps shouldn't be causing me trouble. Alright, this jump is Glidon't. I guess I could have taken that slingshot thing over. Alright, next jump is called Scenic Start in Metro Kingdom. Oh yeah, when I was like just going through all these jumps to make sure I knew what they were, I thought that Alright. This is definitely going to be the longest video on my channel, especially if I leave it unedited. Oh, gotta pause for now. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the short pause, but yeah, I had to do something. In any case, if you're wondering about the cut in the video, I accidentally went to Metro Kingdom because I was thinking of the wrong jump, but I realized, and then I had to take time to actually look up the actual jump, Scenic Start. So now I know what the jump is, so I can do it. Alright, there's a jump. Well, anyways, the next jump after this is Seaside Dream. Which should be a lot easier than the reverse of it. Yeah, I'm hoping that this video isn't over an hour long, but we'll see, you know. Wait, hold on. I actually want to start from a little further up. Alright. There we go. The next jump is called Skyblocks, which I'm a little concerned about this one. I could totally mess up the setup for it. It's a little bit of a weird setup. it? Oh, here it is. It's just right over here. Ugh. There we go. I don't want something weird happening with those by accident. Oh, come on. There we go. Fortunate. Alright, so the next jump is called Toad Tumble, which is actually in Wooded Kingdom. Wooded Kingdom is my favorite kingdom. I really like how it looks and the level design of it. It's also one of the hardest kingdoms for speed running, which isn't really surprising. I don't really remember what my casual playthrough was like all that much, so, like, does anybody watching this video actually remember, was Wooded like a difficult kingdom to go through initially? Or no? Alright, I think that's good. Alright, that is good. Yeah. That's a cool jump. I actually like that one. The next one is True Dimensional Shift, which is definitely a unique jump. In like hide and seek videos, there was like at least one video or two where they hid in this sub area, this 2D room sub area, by grabbing some bullet bills and flying them to the roof. And only one person in the video actually thought of using the trick jump. Only one person knew about it. I think the trick jump is much easier than that way. And I thought it was pretty crazy that everybody was trying to use the bullet bills. Anyways, here's the sub area. In my opinion, this is one of the harder sub areas in the game. Definitely the hardest 2D sub area. Alright, there we go. I'm glad I didn't mess that one up, because that one would have been a pain to wait on, like the cycles. Alright, the next jump is Banana Collector. Smallant did like a full trick jump video, or he actually did a bunch of trick jump streams, and he made it all the way up to like 8 out of 10s or something. But with this jump, Banana Collector, he actually got the jump first try, but then someone in his chat randomly said that you weren't allowed to rainbow spin for this jump, which is absolutely insane. And he believed that chatter, so he spent like an extra 10 minutes here doing this jump. So anyways, there we go. The next jump is called Frogless, and this one I'm pretty good at actually. Captain. I like this jump. It's used in min caps, and it's also not too slow to go through the room Frogless. I like to do this room without frog just for fun, so this shouldn't be too hard. Although it's all in getting a good cap bounce with a lot of height. if I'm not able to do that, then well, that would be unfortunate. Is that fast? Well, anyway, there's the jump. I wonder if capturing the frog there to get there faster is faster than just rolling there. Alright, the next one is hedge rendezvous. Earlier in the video, when I said I had to look up what one of the jumps was after almost going to the wrong jump, this was the incorrect jump that I almost did. Oh, I just got a YouTube notification. Alright. I believe the jump's up here. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. That would have also been a terrible jump to fail, just due to the run back to the jump. The next jump is called Knuckle-Tex and crud. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna pause this recording for now. Alright, I'm back. Alright, the next jump is called Knuckle-Tex Entrance. I believe the BTT for like all moons or something actually just does this jump because it's faster than capturing a bullet bill, which is news to me. The All Moons BTT was probably one of my favorites. Oh, we go here, don't we? Oops. Alright. Oh. Oh. Oops. Sometimes that just doesn't work. Oh, come on. Alright. We are nearing the jump. Oh. One moment. Alright, so here's the jump. I don't really know how to vector this jump, so we just gotta kind of hope this works. And it did. Alright. So the next jump is called Lake Skip. If I mess this jump up, that would suck. This is a cool jump. It's one of those older jumps that, well, a lot of people found really impressive, like back when the game first came out. it is a super cool jump, being able to skip to the painting aisle. Oops. Oh. Oh. Alright, hold on. Alright, here's the jump. Alright, so now I just need to wait for the timer to run out. Oh. Yeah, I messed that up instantly. Alright. Alright, well, we got a second try. I don't know if I'm supposed to count that as part of the attempt since I hadn't really long jumped yet. I think I will count that first time where I just didn't long jump as part of the attempts, just to be safe. Alright, remote evergreen. Feels like it's probably a wooded kingdom jump. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Shoot. I might just have to pause this recording to go look up the jump. Unless I can, like, somehow remember. Yeah, no, hold on. I'm gonna pause the recording and look this jump up. Alright, I looked the jump up. It is, in fact, not Wooded Kingdom. I don't know why it's called Remote Evergreen, because I'm pretty sure it's not an evergreen. But whatever. Alright. So this next jump, I actually one time played Balloon World. Like, I just randomly decided to play Balloon World for the first time ever. And I decided, well, I hit a balloon in every kingdom. And for my Lost Kingdom balloon, I pretty much did this trick jump to get over there. And yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple jump. Ooh. Next jump is Retro Beans. Oh yeah. Did you know that apparently you can do Snowdram without the Odyssey completely? Like there's well, yeah, it's possible apparently to do like a slope vault kind of thing on the ice, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. Why couldn't a Metro Impossible gone like that earlier this challenge? That would have been so nice. Like, I can't believe I failed Metro Impossible earlier. That's, yeah. It's horrific. Alright, there's that. Alright, there's that jump. I don't think I'm gonna quite make it to what I was able to do in my first attempt, but I'm probably gonna go with this recording anyway, just because I don't want to record much more than this. Next jump is Rocket Hop. So unless I like spectacularly horribly fail a jump later on and lose like a minute on it, I'm probably not going to do another take on this challenge. I'm probably just gonna go with this one. So yeah, wish me luck. This jump's hard in my, it's easy, but it's hard. It's a beginner jump, but honestly, it's kind of random. I feel like I don't know what I do wrong whenever I'm not able to get it. Luckily, I did get it. Alright, the next jump is Sphinx Hijinks, which, this one's gonna take longer to get to than it will to actually get the jump, if I'm being honest. Because I have to go through darker side. Luckily, I don't have to go very far into it. When I first started trick jumping, I wanted to go through the main list just in order like I am doing right now. But I actually skipped this jump simply because I thought it would take too long to get through all of darker side, and that if I failed the jump, I would have to go through it all again because I guess I just didn't think of using assist mode then, which is kind of crazy. This is annoying. I hate how high the frog jumps when I'm just trying to freaking land on the ground. Oops. Ah. Oh yeah, I recently did a bunch of like jumps that Sam created, and one of them was in here, and I thought it was actually really difficult for some reason. And I'm not like terrible at yellow drams, but I swear that one was hard. Oh yeah, of those jumps in his challenge, my favorite was probably like his 9.5 out of 10 seaside jump. Oh. I want that. Ah. Oh yeah, my controllers got drift recently, which has kept me from getting like really difficult triple jumps mostly. But I honestly might have figured it out. Like, I actually earlier was able to get true lunch gap again with my controllers being the way that they are. So I might have figured something out. For anyone interested in knowing. Ah. Well, that's not good. It's taking forever. If I ever get like a good darker side speedrun going, I'm probably not gonna go for Flower Road Skip. Although I have been getting better at it recently, as you can see. Although, for some reason, I'm really bad at jumping on those blocks up there. Oh yeah, we're getting pretty close to the jump. So far, it's been like 5 minutes since the last jump, which is crazy. Oh, but there's lava there? I thought there was another block there. Oh, okay, that works. Where's the jump from? I'm pretty sure it's just from up there. Yeah, this jump's just from up here. Oh gosh, I hate it when the jump tries to change my camera angle. We still made it though. That jump luckily is really easy. So getting to the jump is the hardest part, honestly. Next up is top hat twist, which is the jump that lost me the most time in my first attempt at this challenge. I think I lost like 40 seconds to this jump because I failed it twice. I don't think I can do interesting commentary twice in a row, so I think this will have to be my final attempt. Because I don't think I can like do good commentary on the same video if I have to like re-record it. Because like I'm using up all my ideas for what might be interesting. Oh yeah, let me know if this video was unbearable to watch or not. Oh yeah, I'm bad at moving with the frog simply because I kept doing frogless movement at the start of any speed runs just for fun, so I got like rusty at the frog. Oh. Alright, here we go. No, it's already starting. The horror. Thank goodness. That was very minor time loss compared to first attempt. I really hate that jump. Alright, I believe the next two jumps are both Yellow Drams and Luncheon Kingdom, which is interesting. Oh, I wonder how far through the timer we are. Oh, what am I doing? Ah! Does anybody know why spin throws make you float? Like, what causes it? Is there anyone who can explain it? I'm very curious about that. Alright, I believe we go to one of those pillars from one of these pillars. Is it to this one? Maybe. I think that should jump. Which means that the attempts just started. Is that the jump? Yeah, that's the jump, I think. Alright. We lost some time there because I was confused as to whether that was a jump or not, but whatever. The next jump I do know for a fact where it is. It's over here. And that's not something I'm about to mess up. There it is. I don't know why that last jump felt so difficult. I think it's just because I was trying to triple throw. Alright, the next jump appears to be, where is it? Winner's Gambit in Snow Kingdom. Oh, it actually feels a lot cooler up here than it did earlier. That's interesting. Alright. Oh yeah, fun fact. You can skip the fall stun animation if you just go to the left here. Or to the right. The right works as well, I believe. The fall stun animation only happens if you go down the center. So just fun fact. I didn't need to do a homing cap throw there. Anyways. The next one is called Dino Nuggets. That's interesting. I think I do remember what it was though, so all good. It's a yellow dram in Cascade Kingdom, I believe. Exciting. Oh yeah, I might put like a little bit of clarinet music in the background for this video if I have enough time to edit. That might be interesting. Actually play clarinet, so I can probably just record myself goofing around on the clarinet for like an hour and then just put that over this video. Oh, I can't do DSS while I have this stupid snapshot thing active, because it keeps me from centering my camera, because I can't center my camera with my other bumper button simply because my finger doesn't want to do it. So yeah, DSS is impossible when I have snapshot buffer, like when I have that, the alternate, whatever you want to call it. I think I am actually really bad at yellow drams. I've decided. But I'm good at really difficult yellow drams, but bad at really easy ones. I think that's right. Alright, Iron Road Dram is in Wooded Kingdom, and I'm pretty sure it can be done with a vault. So I'm going to do that. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I can do it with a vault, so that'd be faster. It's over here-ish. Oh yeah, easy. How is it so? It's probably easily possible to bong on the wall behind that, honestly. Alright, the next, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's in Lost Kingdom. Makes Boyga or something. Oh, I think the setup for this jump is weird or something like that. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I'm trying to go for my first god tier soon. Oh, that sucks. Oh, come on. Great. Those coins are gonna get in my way. Whatever. I think that happened earlier in my first attempt as well, and I just thought if I was careful it wouldn't happen again this time. Of course it did. Mini torque lift, or torch lift. It's in luncheon. If it's called mini torch lift, what's normal torch lift? Like, what's the deal with jumps that are called mini? What's the difference between those and normal jumps? Does anybody know? Oh yeah, this jump sucks if you don't get it first try, I'm pretty sure. Because the lava bubble gets in your way. I mean, I was hoping if I could just move this lava bubble over here, I could maybe get the jump, but then the lava bubble respawns. Yep, that's right. That's why. That's why this jump sucks. This jump is absolutely awful. I'd completely forgotten. Because stupid. I need to be more careful about clearing the path before I actually attempt to jump. Alright, the next jump is called Nimble Nimbus in Cloud Kingdom. The hardest Cloud Kingdom jump that I've gotten is a high elite, but I'm pretty sure there was recently like a hell tier discovered in Cloud Kingdom. Oh, and I'm pretty sure it's like the only hell tier in Cloud Kingdom. Since it's such a small kingdom, I can't imagine there are a ton of difficult jumps. Maybe I should like... Nah, it's fine. It's fine, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, I was stupid. I didn't want to do a homing cap throw because I was worried about it homing in on the cloud. But I really should have. I should have at least done a rainbow spin. That was very stupid of me. Oh, go. Alright, the next jump is actually called Swaying Poison. When I first started trick jumping, I found this trick jump to be really hard, and I actually spent like half an hour doing it before I finally got it. I probably still have the clip of me getting it for the first time somewhere in my thing, but well, if any of you are possibly wondering why I don't upload a ton of old clips or something, a lot of the clips I upload are new, but I actually have like over 1,000 old clips that I should have uploaded by now, just in my album. And the reason I haven't uploaded them are, it's just, it takes a while, I guess. But I might eventually upload them, if I can remember. Oh, this is bad. I really hope assist mode. Okay, good. That was really bad. Yeah, really easy jump. I don't know why I struggled with it so much at first, but well, I think it was the vectoring that got me, like it did just now. I think I just didn't know how to vector it. Alright, the tower below is a wooded kingdom jump that, I don't know, feels harder than it should be. Well, I don't know, it is an easy jump, but I think if you're not careful, it can definitely get you. It can catch you off guard. Oh yeah, I was doing Metro Kingdom Koopa freerunning earlier. So, if there's anybody watching this video that is interested in seeing some mediocre Metro Kingdom Koopa freerunning, you can keep your eye out for that. Alright, there we go. The next jump is called Bone Triple in Cascade Kingdom. Honestly, the 10 minutes are probably already up by now, and I just don't realize. If you are still here watching this cam, and like you hear me saying these words, that means that perhaps I was wrong and the 10 minutes are actually not up yet. But I'm guessing that the 10 minutes have been up for like the past several jumps. I'm gonna be honest. Oh wait, hold on. I should, before I start, I should do that. Yeah, pretty much just that. Alright, now I'm gonna start the jump. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I just wanted to make sure that Cappy wouldn't do anything with those coins. Cappy's one of the biggest trolls when it comes to anything, whether you're speedrunning or trick jumping or doing some sort of crazy glitch. Cappy's always just going to be going off doing something you don't want him to do. Like, Cappy could care less what you want him to be doing, because he has, like, his own agenda. I think he's, like, he's a money-craving lunatic, honestly. What's, like, a character in fiction that really likes money? The jump is around here somewhere. I think there are like a few more wires to take. Oh, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Totally. Alright, I think it's on the next island. Or it might be the island after next. I don't remember if there's a wire in between these. No, there's just a bridge. Yeah, so we're coming up. I should have just warped here, actually. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, this Pokio is going to be in the way, I can just tell. Alright. Are they still going to be chasing me if I do that? Yes, they're over there. This is perfect. I knew Cappy was going to hone in on something. I guess I should have been more careful. But it worked out. Alright, the next one is Dumpster Dive. It's in Metro Kingdom as well. Oh yeah, this is a really cool challenge. Well, I hope that my commentary is still commentarying because the 10 minutes are probably up, but if you're still here, I just want to say This was a good challenge idea. I like it when YouTubers do this kind of thing. At one point, if my channel gets big enough, I might do something like this, some sort of competition. But for now, probably not. Alright, jump is right here. Oh my gosh! That shouldn't have made it. That's crazy. I'm glad I stuck with it. Actually, we don't need to go anywhere. The vectoring was so horrible. I thought for sure I was gonna not make that jump. Oh, whoa. What just happened? Oh. Alright. The festival was really cool, although on repeat playthroughs, I don't really want to do it, if I'm being honest. I don't like the 2D movement in this game because it's not as good as the 3D movement, obviously. And it's also rather unfortunate. Hold on. Alright, that works. Oh my gosh. Alright, starting now. Now. Alright. I don't know how Sam the Man managed to miss this jump. I know he's like bad at triple throw vaults, as he continues to tell us pretty much every time he has to do them, but I still don't know how he misses that one. I remember watching that video and I was thinking to myself that jump festival jam looks kind of hard, because I don't think his attempts look all that bad, but I just made it with like a ton of room with a terrible attempt, so I don't know. Nope. Alright, this jump has a weird setup. As in, it's a really long setup, and if I mess it up, I'm going to be losing a lot of time. I'll be careful to get all this stuff out of the way, just in case. Because if I fail this jump, it's going to be a huge pain to deal with. No. This sucks. Okay, this might be the end of the challenge. If the 10 minutes haven't already ran out, they're probably definitely going to run out here, which is very unfortunate because I haven't quite made it as far as I want to make it. How did I miss? Okay, it's because I did early mid-airs. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, well the challenge probably ended there, but I'm going to keep going just in case. Because if my 10 minutes are still going, then, that would be cool. That would be cool, but I highly doubt it. And yes, I've decided, since I've gotten this far without any gigantic mistakes, that this is going to be my final attempt. I don't want to, try to commentate over another hour-long video. I don't think I have the patience for that. And I don't think it'd be as interesting the second time. Alright, this jump for some reason I found hard. I don't know. That's a running theme for these beginner jumps. How do you set this up? When I was first doing trick jumping, I would find a beginner jump. I would find out that it was a little too difficult for me, and I would not be able to get it. And then I would skip ahead to like 4.5 out of 10s because technically my hardest jump for a while was Snowdram, and Snowdram was actually the first trick jump I ever did. So then I come back to these beginner jumps, and suddenly they're actually really, really, really easy, and I have no idea what changed. Like, what could I have been doing so horribly wrong when I first started trick jumping that I couldn't get certain jumps that feel really easy? Oh, never mind. Sometimes beginner jumps feel harder than elite jumps. Or just harder than like master trick jumps. I don't know why, but I struggle more with them sometimes. Mostly because I like underestimate them. And I've heard people say this before, that low elites feel easier than like, did these guys respawn? Well, I've heard people say that low elites sometimes feel easier than beginner trick jumps. Maybe. Or maybe I sound stupid right now. Alright, icicle shower. And then the final jump that's on this list I have written down, which I'll bet the 10 minutes have ran out, but if the 10 minutes are somehow still going, then this will be my final jump no matter what, because I simply didn't write down any jumps past this one on my list. So, yeah. I actually did have to write down like a ton of jumps, and it took absolutely forever to do, but it was worth doing because I know that there's no way I can remember every single jump on the list in order without doing this. Alright, final jump. Okay. Yeah, we're not making it within the 10 minutes. I can already tell that, yeah. With my first run, this is the jump I made it to, by the way. I did this jump with a timer saying 10 minutes and 2 seconds, which is over 10 minutes. And that was still with like better attempts than this. In any case, if somehow I get to keep this part in the video, like if apparently the 10 minutes are still going, which I'm pretty sure they aren't. In fact, my 10 minutes probably ended like 10 to 15 jumps ago. But if you're still seeing this, cool, yes. Anyways, yeah, fun. Alright, so it's actually come to my attention that despite the fact that a lot of those attempts felt horrible, my 10 minutes are somehow not up. I just checked. I actually hopefully have time for at least one more jump, And if I get lucky enough, then maybe I can do 2 jumps. So, possibly the final jump here, or second to last. It is called Permafrost Pipeline. It's in the same sub-area I did the icicle shower jump in. And, yeah, I can't believe it's still going. So yeah. Ooh, can I make it? I could have made it if it worked. I did learn relax recently, but I'm still bad at vaults. Oh, and I've heard that I lose a bunch of height and distance on my relax because I don't do MCCT or motion control cap throw, which I think is holding me back from really actually getting good at vaults. So yeah. Hopefully these guys will not respawn. Alright. Alright, that was easy enough. And now we should have just barely enough time to do the last jump, as long as I don't do the last jump horribly. I really, really, really hope I get this jump because, well, the number of jumps I can get, if I can get this jump, is really perfect. If you're wondering, I'm at 49 jumps right now. If I can get this one last jump, first try, after I've only just watched a video clip of it for the first time, then good. I'm gonna clear the way here, because I'm really hoping that nothing gets in the way of my attempts. I don't know if this guy will stay gone if I deal with him. Alright, let's see. Alright, hold on. Attempt starting right now. Okay, so yeah, that worked. Anyways, that was a huge surprise. I felt like I was taking a lot more time on a lot of jumps than I did on my first attempt, and yet somehow still did better. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, Cam, and if anyone else has gotten this far, again, well, I don't know, why? This video is like an hour and 10 minutes long, so I can't imagine anyone would want to watch that much of it, but yeah. If anybody else is still here and they enjoyed this video, I'm probably not going to do any more hour-long videos like this anytime soon, but feel free to just subscribe anyway for cool trick jumps. So yeah, that's about it. This is Cam Slam's 1-year YouTube competition thing. I enjoyed this quite a bit, and yeah, see you in the next one, hopefully.